Look, we're going to... I got it wrong. Train. Interesting.
There was a train game earlier today. I think it was NRG versus NIP, where NIP were able to win 16-13 after being down by a significant margin. Okay. So that was over there on the secondary stream.
Not the first train we've seen here.
No, but we'll be getting it the first time on the mainstream here. And I think, you know, an interesting thing with this is where, when you put stock in AWPers, where it actually matters, right? Yugi is a player that can turn a game on his head. Ooh, yeah. JW with the secondary AWP, we know that he can be aggressive. Draken, I guess they want him to be not a flashy AWPer, maybe just more of a just get the job done.
I also would argue that if you had to put two AWPers who are like train experts, Draken and Yugi have been players who have popped off on this map more than others. I think this is a map they're both really comfortable on. That could be something to get excited about straight off the gate.
In particular, Yugi, I would say. Like, he's by far one of the best training AWPers in the entire world, I feel. So Draken is going to have a tough time, and you said it well right there. Fnatic wants Draken to be the get-it-done AWPer. Well, he is the flashy AWPer who misses a lot of shots and misses a lot of easy kills, but also makes the tough shots working, right? So you have a certain uncertainty in having him as your primary AWPer.
A certain uncertainty. It sounds like an oxymoron, but it's bang on. And Fnatic, let's walk through that roster. And Chad, I think I'll throw the Swedes over to you while we take a look at them getting ready in that tournament area.
The problem here is with Fnatic on screen and thinking of Train, if you can't remember that IEM Katowice Grand Final where the likes of Crims and Flusher just went absolutely god mode to get them across the line, and Flusher especially to pull out those clutches. This is a map that these guys have had success on. Sure, a different roster now, but Crims is one of these players that definitely has to be within your top 10 players in the world on a consistent basis. This guy is consistent. I think that's the best thing. But he's actually changed, like in the last 6 months, of his game style. Ever since Sweden has been in a bit of a flux, he's become more of a, you know, a player who's been able to get it all done as opposed to just being a bomb site anchor. That's actually the coach, Jumpy, on the screen, stealing the seat of Draken right now. Well, I'm sure he's probably out, I don't know, going to the bathroom or, you know, making some memes. But we will be talking about Draken and his AWP for sure on a map like Train. He has to have an impact if Fnatic want to have anything going for themselves. Exist taking over from Golden and in-game leading now another top-tier Swedish team is definitely something this guy's known for, and on home soil once again. We know that NIP in the past with him have found success. Let's see if he can do it with the likes of Fnatic.
I think there's a lot of pressure on Exist, actually. I know he's all smiles and they'll go for miles, but Exist, he's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders just to show that if he can do it in this day and age. Yeah, well, it's a whole new ball game now, right? Like, I think Counter-Strike is a lot more strategical when he was obviously in the glory days of NIP, and NIP were never a hugely strategical team. You saw them having to bring Thread in to help with that. And someone else who is not a hugely strategical or fundamentally sound player is JW on the screen right there. And then we have another Rock, another absolute clutch phenomenon and a big game player of Flusher here. You know, it's been like some time since we've seen him consistently be at that level, but like I said, IEM Katowice, he was a huge factor in them winning that grand final. They do have some games where they just look untouchable, Jacob. I mean, I'm thinking of that JW Train performance not too long ago. Unfortunately, they all blur into one, but he did that he just humiliated a team. Yeah, I mean, they have that potential, right? It's sort of like players that are almost getting to a point where you think about them as living in the past, right? They have a certain
Daylight lift me into shape.